Salam alaikum and welcome to this new mini budgeteer series here in Morocco. In the next 3 episodes, me and Damiaan here, we're gonna try and show you as many cool sides of Morocco as possible. We are gonna prove that you can travel Morocco on the cheap, budgeteer style, and help you discover all variety of things this Islamic country has to offer. From experiencing Moroccan life in the ancient cities, trying out the public transport, meeting the local people, trekking the highest summit in the Atlas Mountains, and exploring the coast of the Atlantic Ocean. So be sure to check out this mini-series of the Budgeteers. Before we start, a big thank you to Audible for sponsoring this series. Go to audible.com/thebudgeteers, or for people in the US, text The Budgeteers to 500 500 for a free 30-day trial and get 1 audiobook for free that you can download and listen to on your next long train, plane or bus ride. Enjoy! Hello, if you're new here and you don't know our channel, we are 3 independent travelers. It's Patty from England, Lena from Colombia, and myself, Thijs from Belgium. And we share a passion for traveling, telling interesting stories, and showing you that you don't need loads of money to have a big adventure around the world. We have shown how far $1,000 will get you to Southeast Asia, Central America, and India in our latest series. And we are blown away by all of your love and support for our travel series. So from the 3 of us, a really big thank you. We love reading your comments and hearing your travel stories. That's why we want to create even more travel series in the future. That's the reason why I'm making this surprise mini-series in our first African country, Morocco. And yes, Morocco is maybe not that well known to everyone. All I know is that it's an Islamic country in the north of Africa, in between Western Europe and one of the biggest deserts in the world, the Sahara Desert. I have no idea what traveling in Morocco is really like, so I'm actually quite nervous and excited when I'm heading to the airport. Hello guys and welcome to a new Budgeteer series, a mini series, because Patty and Lena are not here. They're working. Lena is in Colombia and Patty's working back in Thailand. And I'm doing a trip by myself, but not really alone. I'm bringing someone new. I'm bringing a subscriber.
Hi guys.
Meet Damiaan. He's also from Belgium, but that's all I'm gonna tell you guys for now. You'll meet him later. Right now, we're gonna board our flight to Fes, to Morocco. See you there. All right, we made it to Morocco. Woohoo! It is now 3 or 4 hours later on a Ryanair flight. So that wasn't very fun, but we made it. It was cheap.
Thijs, his first time in Africa.
Yeah. He has been here before.
Yeah.
So that means he can guide me a little bit around, I hope.
Okay. Well, I can guide you, but last time I was here in low season, so everything was way easier. Now it's high season, so it's going to be a little bit more difficult to, dodge all the street vendors and stuff. So prepare yourself.
We have checked out. We've got our baggage, our backpacks, and we've got some money out. The exchange rate is pretty simple. It is 10 dirham, which is the local currency. 10 dirham for €1 or $1 almost, which is really easy to count. But now we're gonna find our driver.
We found the driver. He thought my name is Alberto Ramos. I know I look Spanish, but we found him. Salam alaikum. So hungry.
Hello, good morning guys. Assalamu alaikum. Whew. Excuses for being tired, but we arrived late last night and we immediately went to sleep, but then we woke up to this.
We didn't immediately go to sleep. We had some really interesting conversations with some people here.
Yeah, we met some nice people already actually, yeah.
We met a writer, we met some hippie guy explaining us some really random shit about, I don't know, out-of-body experiences and stuff. But cool people. I think it's going to be really, really interesting.
Yeah.
Morocco does attract the different kind of travelers, in my opinion. You won't meet the typical backpacker here that you find in Thailand who will be like, oh, Chang beer all the way. No, you will find some really interesting travelers here.
Exactly. That's what we want to show you in this series. If you're a backpacker from Europe and you've got some spare time, Morocco is the place to be because it's cheap to fly here. It's almost the same time zone and the weather is amazing actually.
It is.
Yeah, and super cheap, budget friendly.
Cheers.
Breakfast was so good, we actually went for a second refill, because it's all free, so we need to go for it. But first taste of Moroccan cuisine, very good.
Hey guys, so the plan for today is we're gonna go buy some bus tickets to Chefchaouen because we're leaving early morning tomorrow. Then we're gonna do a tour around the Medina, the old center of the city of Fes. We're staying at this beautiful hostel called Funky Fes.
Yeah, it's hidden behind this door.
It's really hard to find.
It's really hard to find in the dark.
Yeah.
Luckily we had our taxi driver yesterday.
You really need the locals to find your hostel around the old center because it's crazy around here.
Now we're gonna explore the Medina, probably get lost. So we'll see how it goes.
Wanderlust.
It's impossible not to get lost in this maze of busy little streets and alleys, all filled with little shops that sell pretty much anything. After a while, we found ourselves in a neighborhood that had a really bad smell in the air, and we decided to investigate. Okay, we just got invited into this small leather shop and went through the shop and came out outside, and now we're in the tanneries of Fes. This is where they make the leather the old-fashioned way. Apparently this is the biggest and oldest tannery in Morocco, and you can smell it because they gave us these mint leaves.
Put through your nose, it really helps.
Yeah, and we're gonna have a look around. While we were on the roof, the shopkeeper gave us an explanation on how the tanneries work. And why they gave off such a sharp stench.
We put the leather there for 10 days with the pigeon poop.
Pigeon poop. Why is the pigeon poop?
Pigeon poop, it has natural ammonia, like acid, to make leather soft and to move the fat of the leather. That's why the smell is from the pigeon poop. After they wash second time, will not do bad smell in the washing machine. And this is the most famous one for the color. The one what you see in the pictures, the first card is this one. Because it's very, very old. It's from 14th century, how old is it?
14th century?
Yes. Every 7 days, 10 days, they change the color. And all the color natural. They come from the plants and the natural pigments. Like the red color, they come from poppy flower.
Poppy flower.
Yes. The blue from indigo. Indigo stone.
Indigo stone.
Yes. And the green from wheat means. The black from the coal. darker brown from cedar wood, light brown from mimosa flower, and the most expensive color is yellow.
Saffron?
It's from saffron and the skin of pomegranate.
Pomegranate.
The yellow one they don't put inside to the vat because it's expensive. They make by hand in the terraces. Here, river.
Oh, there.
Leather that's coming from the slaughterhouse.
Yes, it's really cool to see how they keep history alive here in Fes and stick to old traditions.
Yes, and afterwards we ended up back down to see where the Moroccan carpets were made.
Right here? Okay.
I'm sure it had.
Yeah.
Sure it was.
And we really got to see the local way of life, the traditional workers making their crafts, as well as enjoying the whole atmosphere that really seemed like stepping back in time a few centuries.
This happened to me like last time I was here. So they just stop you, they tell you, oh, you don't need to buy anything. And then they offer you some tea, you can offer some tea. And then they're gonna try to sell us some carpets like really aggressively. Okay. Just decline the tea and then. Yeah, maybe that's for the best. Yeah. I love the place.
We actually saw some cool stuff in there, and we didn't have to pay. Once again.
Well, no, we just escaped. We escaped.
Yeah. Well, we went out before they offered us tea and displayed all their carpets in front of us.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of people that were sitting there, and they were dripping all the carpets in front of them, forcing them to buy something. Then again, worth going in there.
Tourists always do is like always say no because they don't trust anyone. Sometimes you have to say yes.
That's true.
Take the risk and just see what they offer.
This Medina is hectic, guys. We've been walking around for an hour now. We already circled around once that we know. Luckily there are signs, but we've asked for directions already more than 10 times. And we're still not even near the Blue Gate. Finally, we were able to reach Ba Bouchlou, the Blue Gate. There we found a nice roof terrace with a good view. And a really cheap vegetable tagine for only €4. Our first mint tea and our first tagine. Bon appetit. Dig in. Afterwards, we wanted to escape the busy streets and check out the botanical gardens, where we found some peace and quiet. Okay, day has gone by very well. People are very friendly. We have seen a lot, but we're on to our next challenge. We're gonna try and take a petit taxi, which means a small taxi around town. And we're gonna see how easy that'll be. So stay tuned.
Les ruines. Pas là? He's not even going there. I don't even know if he understood what I said.
Our mission was to reach these ruins on top of the hill that we had spotted earlier. So after some haggling, we finally found a taxi. What's your name?
My name is Khalid.
Hadid.
Khalid.
Khalid. Nice to meet you. viewpoint up the hill. Right now we're walking down a cemetery. I bet this place is called Cemetery Hill. And we're gonna try and find our way back to the hostel. Totally worth the 20 dirham we paid for the taxi. We still had to find our way through the maze of the Medina. But once we were back at Funky Fes, we enjoyed a group meal with all our new friends. We stayed up way too late talking and had only a few hours sleep before we had to get up early the next day. Good morning. It's 6 o'clock in the morning and we're checking out of our hostel. We need to be very quiet because people are sleeping next door. We're checking out because we need to take the bus in like an hour's worth. Because we're going to Chefchaouen, the blue city. It's still dark. And we got woken up by the call to prayer. Through. All right, we're out. Yes.
Didn't forget anything?
I hope so, because we're locked down now.
What about your dignity?
It's so early in the morning.
Wakey.
Talking to the bus.
I don't know why, guys, but I'm really hungry right now, and I'm really in the mood for bacon.
Yeah.
But I'm like in the last country where you can get some bacon.
Bacon and eggs.
Bacon next.
Okay, it's now half an hour later. Turns out, finding a taxi at 6 o'clock in the morning
Wait, there's a taxi.
is pretty difficult. While saying that, actually a taxi... Okay, no worries. Okay, that was another example of a taxi being completely full.
Look at that donkey. Look at that donkey.
Sometimes you see some crazy things on the streets of Morocco. And eventually we did find a taxi and managed to get to the bus terminal in time. The bus cost us about €7 each, which was a good deal, since this bus would go directly to the famous Blue City in 4 hours. So we made ourselves comfortable and enjoyed the views of Morocco's countryside.
Once we arrived in Chefchaouen, we got in a taxi to meet up with someone we contacted through couchsurfing. Because we want to meet the locals. And fortunately, our host Mohammed turned out to be a really cool guy. Although he wasn't able to host us that day, he still helped us find a cheap hostel.
Lock to the mountains.
Chefchaouen means?
Yeah, Chefchaouen is mean like lock to the mountain.
Ah, look to the mountains.
So yeah.
First impressions of Chefchaouen is that it's a bit smaller than Fes, but
Way smaller.
really cool. And the typical thing is that everything's colored blue.
Yeah.
But we're here for one day, so we're gonna try and do as much as we can on one day and see what there is to explore. So that's why having a local guide is the perfect thing to do.
It was like something popular
So,
there.
thanks for couchsurfing once again. And since we were starving after that bus ride, Mohammed showed us a small place where we could get cheap food.
Thank you.
Yeah, we're trying the local food now. So cheap, and when the restaurant's filled with all local people, you're in the right spot. Budgeteers.
Yeah, this is like seven. The soup is like 7 dirham. That's not even €1. And the fish and I think it's 12 dirham. So that's like €1.20.
Got a meal and soup for like €2.
And bread. Yeah.
Looks good.
Dig in. Shukran. Describe it. I think I added a little bit too much spice. Comes right off the bone, man.
Yeah. A simple meal and very good. Got a really nice meal in there. What we couldn't show you is that there was a little grandpa like cooking all the meals. Yeah. People don't really like to be filmed, so we didn't want to intrude, but it's really good. And now these guys are taking us for a walk. Turns out they have a YouTube channel as well. Can you explain what you make?
Yeah, sure. What we do here in Chefchaouen is always meeting new people, because Chefchaouen is the most famous like city, almost famous one in Morocco. So a lot of tourists comes here. So we meet new people always, exchanging culture, languages. So we share it with Moroccan guys. So they really like to see other culture, other languages, and that's what they see.
They make the opposite side of like the travelers. You're the locals that want to meet the travelers.
Exactly.
That's cool. And you make your videos in English or in Arabic?
In Arabic. But sometimes I do prank videos, so that be in English, and I put the subtitles in Arabic.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, awesome.
See, everyone on earth is doing YouTube.
Really inspiring.
Yeah. For the rest of the day, Mahmoud and Mohamed showed us around this beautiful blue city, which is actually really calm and peaceful, if there aren't any Instagrammers around. And Mohamed knew of some cool places the tourists didn't know.
Now we will go like to see beautiful Viewpoint top there.
Alright.
Yeah, let's go guys.
So he took us outside of the city to get the best view. That tower was the perfect spot to see the sun go down. Afterwards, we went to a cliff to have a magnificent view over the city.
So after that really cool experience, we came down the mountain and we went to the main square to treat ourselves to a nice dinner.
Boiling this?
We're eating a tagine. Tagine taghliya. Taghliya. I don't know if for all the Arab viewers, I don't know if my pronunciation is right, but taghliya I think. So it's a tagine with goat, honey, raisins, almonds and vegetables. It's super good. It's amazing.
Yeah, that was an amazing dinner. A bit fancy, but it only cost us €8. So to end that really long and eventful day, we listened to the street musicians in the main square before going to bed. The next day we woke up to this pretty view. We discovered that it's possible to sleep on the roof, which is way cheaper. But that wasn't a big problem for us, since we managed to catch up on some much needed sleep. And so we were fully energized to get the most of our last few hours in Chefchaouen. Okay, we found some breakfast in the Medina, and now Mahmoud is taking us outside the Medina, up the hill. And we're going to have a look at the Spanish mosque outside of town. But it's hot. But a very beautiful day here in Chefchaouen.
When we arrived at the Spanish mosque, we taught Mahmoud a few Dutch words, and he wanted to teach us a few Arabic words too.
Mahmoud, can you teach us some basic Arabic words that our viewers could use if they come to Morocco, like some basic vocabulary?
Original like Arabic or Moroccan accents?
Moroccan, yeah, Moroccan accent, right?
Let's do it. For example, hello, like Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Salam alaikum.
That we already know now, yeah.
Yeah.
Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Or just salam. If you can remember salam alaikum, just like salam.
Salam. Right?
Yeah. Well, goodbye. It's like bislama.
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 Easy.
I didn't know that one.
Oh no.
Bislama.
Bislama.
Okay.
Is I'm sorry. Is that Bismillah? Is it like
Bismillah.
It's like Bismillah.
Yeah, like by the name of Allah.
By the name of
like
Allah.
If you're
Ah,
just
yeah,
starting
yeah.
to.
Because you have like Inshallah, you have
Inshallah,
Bismillah,
Allah.
and you have Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, that's like a. I don't know what the difference is.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah is like thanks to Allah.
Thanks to Allah.
Yeah, and
Inshallah is God's
Inshallah.
willing.
Yeah,
God's willing. And Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Thanks to Allah.
Thanks to Allah.
Yeah. How are you?
Yeah, how are you?
Labas.
Labas.
Labas. And you say Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdullah.
Alhamdulillah.
You just say yeah.
Alhamdulillah.
Can you ask me Labas?
Labas.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Tina, Labas? Labas?
I forgot now, shit.
Alhamdulillah.
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 Easy. Salam. Salam. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum.
Salama.
Bismillah.
Salama.
Bislama.
Salama.
Bislama.
Salama.
Inshallah.
Labas.
Labas.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah.
Alhamdulillah. Very basic. Try to remember these words,
Yeah.
and you will be perfectly going here in Morocco.
Alright. Thank you for your advice, man.
Yeah, of course.
Thanks, man.
You're welcome.
Man, this is source of information. We'll practice. We'll practice.
Sure.
By now, our time in Chefchaouen was up, and we needed to rush back down to catch our bus. Which also meant saying goodbye to our new friends. See you, man. Thanks for everything. Alright, we're back at the bus station. Our bus leaves in 20 minutes, but Damiaan, what were your thoughts on Chefchaouen?
Chefchaouen was quite amazing. Yeah, really cool place. The thing I loved the most about Chefchaouen is that we met some locals, and they showed us some places where we would have never found if we were by ourselves.
Yeah, we wouldn't have gone out of the Medina, climbed the tower, climbed on several roofs. It's really cool. Like, it's a really beautiful city and really calm, really peaceful. So it's really touristy. Maybe we would have been bored here if we were for such a long time. We were always in search of adventure. But these guys just made it for us.
Yeah, they did. They really did.
So thanks again, you guys.
Mahmoud, Mohammed, and the other guy. I forgot his name, but
really
thanks a lot.
Cool. Really cool experience here in Morocco.
Yeah.
So really happy that we came all this way to the city.
Yeah. And it's only day 3. And
only day
already, 3. I just can't. I'm just so tired already.
Yeah, it's
this
been
country
intense.
is so intense. but it's amazing, but it's intense.
Yeah. That's what we came here for.
Yeah.
So we're really glad that we are able to show this to you guys. And we learned some Moroccan words as well, so that's cool.
Yeah, we did.
Okay, but now we need to drop off our baggage and then get in the bus. 4 hours and then we'll arrive at night in Fes.
Fes, yeah.
Alright, let's go. Okay guys, actually this is a good moment to talk about our sponsor. We are sponsored this time, and that's all because you guys are loyal subscribers, have watched our videos, have told your friends, and have shown us so much support that we can attract this big sponsor. And I'm so happy we brought this sponsor on board because I have been using their service for so long. They're called Audible, which lets you listen to audiobooks. I especially love audiobooks because I like listening to books more than reading them, and especially while traveling, because books take up space and they weigh a lot. So audiobooks is the way to go, and especially now when we're taking a bus, I like to listen to an audiobook. Yes, especially on bus journeys like this. So if you want to try it out, use our special link at audible.com/thebudgeteers. Or for people in the US, text the Budgeteers to 500 500. And if you're thinking of coming to Morocco as well, and you don't know what free audiobook to choose, try out this famous travel book of Paulo Coelho called The Alchemist. This book fits perfect since it takes place in this region. And the narration of Jeremy Irons will let you fully immerse into the story. While you sit back, look out the window and see the mountains pass by, while the sun sinks away behind the horizon and the bus drives late into the night. In the next episode, our train gets stuck in the blistering hot desert. It is crazy hot. This train ride has been pretty crazy so far. What a challenge, what a challenge. But we can still smile.